And now... Wait. Yep. The last two stories. Renya Goto and Takatoshi Hijayama.
Holy fuck.
Oh fuck, I got a mystery point I just realized. When the hell did I get one of those? Ah, fuck it. Anyway, a former executive of Newman Incorporated and a leading figure in nanotech research. She has a research lab in Sector 4, which is a colony that's still under construction. In order to raise funds, 2188 Morimura sold nanomachine technology on the black market, which led to the infection on the surface and the end of humanity. Before Sekigahara lost his memories, Ida told him to deceive Miura to extract information if you want to stop the effects of DD-426. When the kaiju appear in 1985, Sekigahara rides his motorcycle to the battlefield where the 12 Sentinels are gathered and activates the enhanced first-gen model, Sentinel number 11. An assassin who was hired by the 2188 Shikishima CEO, Renya Goto, to kill Chihiro Morimura. The assassin, A. Sekigahara, was trapped in a room by Morimura while infiltrating Sector 4, but managed to escape by setting off a bomb at the power generator. He then seeks out Morimura to finish her off himself. Hey! During the acquisition of Newman Incorporated, he used Morimura's interstellar development project as a front to hide a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund, then suspended the project to cover up the proof. However, Morimura's project was about to face another investigation by an international agency for project re-evaluation. Shortly before the nanomachine infection began, Renya Goto feared that the investigation would shed light on where his funds went, so he hired Sekigahara to assassinate Morimura and put an end to her project. Fuck both of you guys! Under the SIU order, she hands over the scout unit to Sekigahara, who had lost his memories. Since he'd used DD-426 on himself in an attempt to detach the D-code, he wasn't affected by the Sentinel infection incident in 2164. Although he lost his memories from detaching the D-code, no one could tell the difference between the original Okino and the current one. This is because he preserved his memories in his nanomachines, and ensured the simulated personality that makes up his identity would be affixed to his brain. And there we go. Minimura is responsible for the murder of Morimura. Morimura learns from 2188 log that the 2188 Morimura is responsible for the end of humanity. Fearing that the others will discover this truth, she discreetly deletes the log. Moreover, when Morimura links up the artificial satellite in orbit, she finds out that the stability of the facility, which is responsible for maintaining the world, is at its breaking point. She then decides to set Operation Aegis in motion to completely wipe out the kaiju, even if it means stranding them all in a dead world. He saved his consciousness into Sector 0 and prepared for the next loop. Yeah, this is not gonna fucking work out. I don't. Sekigahara, prior to losing memories, delivered these pills to Morimura in order to save Jiro Karabe and Shinonome. Before losing his memories, Sekigahara uses this device to extract his memories and store them onto the nanomachine inside his brain. God, the fucking nanomachines, man. When all self-defense unit systems within the sector are activated, the city will be cut off from universal control, which results in chaos and the disappearance of all residents. Anyway, when the Aegis system is activated for all terminals, the world cannot be restarted and they can no longer loop. When all the self-defense systems for the terminal are activated, everyone in the city will disappear. Upon discovering that this program code could be used to sever the Deimos code, Okino tested the code on himself 1 year ago. However, he suffered gradual memory loss, so he had no choice but to become an AI with a simulated personality. Oh, sweet. The definition of a fucking loop. I think. I don't know, we'll find out here. The kaiju invasions cause the world to be reset every 16 years. As a result, the students grow up and die before reaching adulthood, and are then born again to repeat the cycle. This cycle is what they call a loop. Once the kaiju gain control of every mainframe in all sectors, the world is automatically recreated as a new loop begins. If you save your own data, or shift yourself to Sector 0, then you will be able to skip the reset and end up in the new world, which is 16 years in the past, while maintaining your current appearance. However, you would no longer be human in the new loop, but merely a simulated personality that Universal Control has reconstructed. The headquarters of the Special Investigation Unit of the SIU is located on the top floor of the building next to the Aoi police station. By the way, hold on a minute. A school facility where students run chemistry experiments. Due to the rumors that point to paranormal phenomena, like someone hearing voices from the science room when no one is inside, or someone from the field outside seeing a creepy white flash of light from inside the dark room, it is considered one of the 7 wonders of the school. There is a gate inside the science room which allows one to travel to another era. Since the student who witnessed the gate being used to cause a stir, Morimura and the others started the rumor about it being a paranormal phenomena, so students will stop going to the room so often. Okay, I already read that. When the universal control of all sectors gets taken over by Deimos, the 5 sectors get reset, the world gets recreated, and a new loop occurs. This is where Project Ark began for the sake of continuing the human species, but it is also the source of the nanomachine infection that wiped out humanity. In 2188, Sekigahara infiltrated Sector 4 and set up a bomb on its own power generator in order to assassinate Morimura. Oh boy. Okay. An artificial satellite that orbits around a planet. After looking at the 2188 logs and figuring out a way to link to the satellite in orbit, Morimura learned about the facility. Morimura states that this artificial satellite is orbiting the real world. This is where the automated factory in Sector 1 is pulling the blueprint data from the Deimos from. An artificial satellite that presides over terraforming, the second phase of interstellar development. It controls the heavy machinery for planetary development and adjusts air temperature. This is where Miyuki Inaba exists. During the 2064 Sentinel infection incident, Inaba ends up shifting outside the world and over to the artificial satellite, where she comes across the 2188 data and learns the truth about the world. Sector 0. Unlike the other 5 sectors, this one is unique, as it doesn't take up any space, since it's unaffected by loops. Morimura and Tetsuya Ida use it as an evacuation site where they store their own data. But now they're just going to be constructs when they get re-looped. Anyway, Sector 3. It was used as a trial run for Operation Aegis, the self-defense system that was successfully activated for one of the terminals here. A facility that houses the entire world. Its stability is reaching its breaking point. Once Sector 4, 1985 gets taken over by Kaiju, the facility will reset, preventing any further loops. If this were to occur, the reset would wipe all data, including any memories stored in Sector 0. The lives that everyone has experienced through time would cease to exist for good. And that's depressing. Morimura used Sector 3 as a trial for Operation Aegis. She succeeded in activating the self-defense system of one terminal. Yet in the game, we're successfully, doing Operation Aegis successfully, repeatedly. The key to Sekigahara's motorcycle. The emblem portion is a button, and pressing it causes the motorcycle to drive itself to the key's coordinates. These are the numbers for the message service in 1985, which Sekigahara entrusted to Morimura before he lost his memories. Tetsuya Ida was the one who instructed Sekigahara to kill Morimura. Oh, the last piece! Sekigahara arrives near Fuyusaka and sees that 12 Sentinels have already been deployed. He activates his new unit, Sentinel number 11, and joins the fight. Alright, let's look a little bit here. Here we go. Earliest moment, she who destroyed mankind. So we have launch transmission, Krabby House restoration, the one last wish. That's when there is one last event that takes place after She Who Destroyed Mankind, before we're jumped back into the final countdown of the sectors. Let's see. Where is the event that takes place where? I'm looking for a very specific event involving some assassinations and explosions. I think I already went over it though. Oh well. 69. Nice. 92%. Oh. After all this time. Let's go. Renya Goto.
It would appear I can no longer rely on Shikishima. Miss Morimura's death has left the Shikishima execs in disarray. Now they won't let me spearhead the Sentinel project, as if I'm just a child. I doubt my opinion will weigh much in their discussions going forward. Miss Morimura, why did you have to die?
Where to go? Where to go? Hail a taxi? You gotta hail a taxi stylishly. Thanks.
Ayame Park, please.
What a nice chap. Don't even know who the hell the taxi driver is. Thank you. Renya Goto's theory. Okay. Ayame Park.
That was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
Hey, Morimura killer.
Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fiercest supporters. This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies. I checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, I know, I killed her.
What?
I mean, my gilder is broken.
I literally have no idea what the hell you just said, but I might as well believe it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true.
Well, now I know you're lying.
So, what did the police say?
Police records.
The cause of death was a gunshot to the abdominal area. No bullet was found in the body. Though it's easy to imagine why. The murder weapon was likely from beyond this time, beyond material bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Estimated time of death is approximately 1900 hours.
Okay.
You were witnessed running off somewhere with a short-haired student. According to a pedestrian's eyewitness account, anyway.
They found a witness. This era's police really did their due diligence.
The witness statement.
An acquaintance of Miss Morimura, described as a short-haired male in a student uniform, most likely A. Sekigahara.
Oh.
There should have been that drone tracking her movement. So, anything helpful in its footage?
No.
The timing couldn't have been worse. It looks like it was monitoring the government's movement at the time.
It was not totally my fault whatsoever about that.
So she wasn't even under surveillance.
I see.
Any thoughts as to our primary suspect?
You!
Who do you think did it?
Well,
He would automatically assume.
the witness statement matches the description of A. Sekigahara.
It did seem like something was wrong with A. Sekigahara's memories. I wouldn't be surprised if he was our murderer.
Trying to pin the blame on him.
Though it raises the question of why he bothered to lure her out. Surely a murderer's optimal scenario is to avoid being spotted at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't premeditated. He could have killed her by accident.
Well, he certainly is the type to brood over things. I can say he's not enough of an idiot to shoot someone on impulse.
I hope you're smart enough to realize that you're being lied to.
Who else could it be? That man with that call sign? Some numerical name.
Logically speaking, he would naturally be another potential suspect.
426.
He did attempt to eradicate all the compatibles. He's a dangerous individual, and he's still at large. All that's left of 426 is his consciousness. I don't think I could reliably predict his behavior. He's desperate enough to do anything. 426 certainly isn't above killing. If Ida-san were here, I'm sure he'd declare 426 our primary suspect.
We know he killed at least 4 people. That's why I shot him dead in the end. If he resurrected himself as an android, maybe that would give him a chance at revenge. As a motive, it sounds pretty clear-cut.
Aside from Miss Morimura and Ida-san, 4 others came here for refuge 16 years ago. By the time I'd started assisting Miss Morimura's efforts, they'd already lost their physical bodies. Fortunately, we were able to use the data stored in Sector 0. This allowed us to meld their replicated consciousness with AI. As for how they lost their bodies in the first place, reportedly 426 is doing. He destroyed them all in one fell swoop. According to Ida-san's account, anyway.
Right.
But if number 16 is to be believed, that's not what really happened. And Miss Morimura should be aware of that. I spoke with the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would.
A hug?
The truth.
Oh. Hold on.
Miss Morimura, I have one more question.
What is it?
Regarding 426, would you say you had any particular feelings toward him?
Feelings? Well, he was certainly a good friend. I felt like he really understood me. Well, used to, anyway. Where's this coming from?
That doesn't make sense. According to number 18, or should I say, Tamao-san.
Oh.
So you believe 426 is the most likely suspect?
Barring A. Sekigahara. Who else could it be?
You! Sorry.
I had a hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Okay, so I have a choice here. I can listen to the. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's go with Tamao first. All right, here we go. Hello there. Tamao.
Otokun. I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Jiro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Jiro to create another 426?
Potentially.
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Jiro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well, I've been giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Morimura-san is in love with him.
Mm-hmm. That does pose a problem, though. You're trying to revive somebody that you love into the body of a teenager.
Not necessarily the smartest or most legal thing, to be fair.
With 426?
Maybe she always has been. That's why she wants him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Morimura-san. And try to keep her away from Jiro-kun if you can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
You know, the funny thing is, I always figured Renya was a guy that was always in the know. Yet here,
So I was right.
we're kind of getting like this idea where he's not in the know. And he's kind of being manipulated. Somewhat.
Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone. I spoke with the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would. The truth.
Let's recall, shall we? Oh, God.
What do you mean?
No, oh, God, we're back. Oh, okay, we're here. We're here again.
Could you go over that again?
Our defensive maneuvers failed. So we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked.
Type 98.
But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
That means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just... an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened.
Fuck, that's fucked up.
Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied!
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive. Killing him was the right call.
Wow.
No. That means...
It's no fucking wonder she's overwhelmed by guilt. She was fucking lied to.
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused.
You can't keep using that excuse. Even if it kind of makes sense.
If you have some comment on this form, then by all means.
No. That's not what I meant.
The hell's that supposed to mean? Oh, fuck off!
When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other.
Maybe she was trying to bring him back as a form of apology. She's overwhelmed by guilt. But as maybe a tried a way to apologize to him?
One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember?
Hell, if I didn't know any better, I'd assume you're not Chihiro Morimura.
You said so yourself. My goodness, romantic feelings? For him? No, God no. Not my cup of tea.
I don't think you're Morimura.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
What log?
Future log.
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know. 2 years before you were born, Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question.
So why again does this matter?
You're about to find out.
The future log.
As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188. It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426.
Okay. There could be some implications here, because, I mean... I'm not entirely... No, not Ida. No.
You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file. So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You're lying.
Well, at the very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Juro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
Ah!
426 was the one who overwrote my memories? So what does that mean? What are you trying to say? Your Morimura and I are both 426?
Well, Alright, let's check out Ida's report. Transmission log to Renya Goto 2188.
This is Tetsuya Ida.
Ugh, God, I hate your face.
I don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test, and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Juro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, well, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass.
Hearing you call somebody a jackass just sounds so weird to me.
So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Huh.
The log inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway.
Think the compatibility was hacked?
Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment. The one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura?
Yeah.
If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
It's fine. Okay.
You are Chihiro Morimura.
The Elder? The 2188 Morimura?
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura.
The one from 2188.
The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
And the one who doomed the human race through selling nanotechnology through the black market. Nope. The murder of Chihiro Morimura. Let's continue.
Aegis activation confirmed.
Oh shit!
The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it.
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Pull it together. We don't need orders to kick some ass.
You are correct. Here comes Takamiya! Fuck yeah! So cool. I fucking love mechs. I think I've already stated that, like, many times at this point.
You can relax, kids. I'm back in the fight.
I won't be long. It's up to you.
Fine then. Let's roll, Yuki-chan.
Chihiro-san.
Oh. After the Aegis activation. Oh.
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful.
In a desolately destroyed place? Sure, I guess.
I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me.
Shut up, old lady.
How about you mind your own business? You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go. You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Fair enough. That's one way to do it.
Wait.
Oh.
As long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up.
And what's that?
So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you?
Huh? What?
You said she was mind-hacked, but it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
Huh?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
Really?
You are correct.
Oh shit.
Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
And you took her away from you.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires. That's the Renya Goto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it.
Fine. Let's go. Wait. That wasn't... Oh, okay.
What's wrong? Did you get separated from your mommy?
Mimiko.
Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What
Nope.
are you...
Oh. Holy crap, Miwako.
Don't worry. If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miwako.
Toby!
Done. I'm so glad you're okay.
Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already.
Hey!
I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe.
Is someone else here?
Yeah, you can't see that, can you?
Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way.
Can I bring her too? Hey!
That's fine, just hurry up.
Get out of here, Miwako! I was about to say to the final... Usually when they say activate Sentinel, it's always just like... It's usually just... Activate Sentinel, that's the end of the story. Like, okay, I was gonna say Renya's story was so fucking short. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. God, I was gonna say. Whew. Flashback. 1985.
Strange. I know this is my first time here, but this suddenly makes me feel so... nostalgic.
Sunsets will do that, I find. Regardless of time period.
Also learned that Renya really liked Chihiro. Damn!
Yes, but...
Specifically Morimura. Wait. God, this is so fucking confusing. There's so many!
this must be... well, I suppose it must be one of those places. So? Where am I going?
I've rented an apartment under a false name.
Can't be any worse than our last accommodations. As long as it's not Rebel, I'll take it.
My apologies. If it's any comfort, I'm certain nobody will find you there. Not Shikishima, and certainly not Miss Morimura. I suppose we have Ida-san to thank for all this. The funds and paperwork he prepared were invaluable.
Tetsuya Ida. And he's still missing, is he?
Yes and no.
Yes. Let's go.
I guess that'll make things go faster, I guess.
Chihiro-san.
And now we're here again.
This ever...
You think I'm the professor?
That is what I said. You are Professor Chihiro Morimura, a major figure in Shikishima in the year 2188, namely the leader of its space initiative.
What are you even talking about?
Just some hypotheticals. A possible interpretation of the evidence I found.
Okay, say I am the professor. Remember, Miss Morimura is the one who created me. You think that was her plan? She wanted a host for the professor and not herself? How would that make sense?
To be fair, I was gonna make a joke about how a large portion of the story doesn't make sense, but to be fair, now that I'm kind of in late game, a lot of shit does make sense. Even if it does give me a headache to think about.
Miss Morimura ran an experiment to grant her clone compatibility. She believed that you were synchronized to her. She believed it was her own data she transmitted. But it was the other Chihiro Morimura in Sector 0. And of course, you entered the world as a newborn, incapable of verbal communication. So Miss Morimura never realized her mistake.
This is all speculation.
Certainly, yes. But if I'm right, and you are the professor, I imagine you were in quite a panic yourself. All things considered, it was a staggering deviation from the original plan.
What original plan?
Report log.
Among the logs from 2188, One of Tetsuya Ida's noted that he'd found an anomaly. Chihiro Morimura was set to undergo a memory transplant in the final phase. And the final phase, well, that would be us.
Oh.
The log from the future I saw first. That would be the comms log I found with my own ID.
Oh.
I don't know where you think you're going with this.
A bit of patience, please. There's a little more context I need to provide.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's go.
The first log I checked held some surprises. The author seemed to be an elderly Renya Goto.
The original leader of Shikishima.
And the date of recording appeared to be 2188. I assumed it was some future version of myself. One that had time traveled into the far future. But now, I don't think that's the case. I believe it's the other way around. In other words, I myself am a clone of him.
Yep. Glad you figured that out. Clones be whack, yo.
Every individual I saw in that log footage, they all created clones of themselves.
Clones, huh?
I did find a log that proves this point.
What did you see?
A comms log between you and Professor Takamiya. Her field is genetic engineering, I note.
Takamiya's log. Alright, let's check it out. Alright.
Professor Takamiya,
Hi, Professor Morimura.
how are the projections on those self-replicating probes?
Self-replicating
The simulations look good, especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down. An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target. There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through.
You know, the fact that you just immediately said that just proves that it might fail? You never know. It's called knock on wood.
They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone. Glad I came to an expert then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube.
Memory cube?
The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well, fine. 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15. Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him?
Him?
I mean, after that DNA test, we do nothing. He doesn't have to know. What could I even say to him? Not much, I guess.
I won't lie. Getting into this game, I'm just gonna, stop just for a second here. Whenever I first started this, the whole, gameplay section where I'm destroying shit, fucking cool as hell. And I'm pretty sure I frustrated a shit ton of people with my lack of ability to fully understand what the fuck was going on. As well as my stubbornness about looking at the event data. The events, believing that me taking notes would help out. I'm probably gonna put, I'm gonna put a couple additional final thoughts whenever I complete this. But this is an interesting experience for, I say this in a way to where it's not meant for everybody, but at the moment that I've been playing this, it's been a legitimately good experience playing this, even if I got several headaches along the way.
There were 15 survivors of that colony.
I just wanted to say that and share that, that's all.
Each with a clone established to be compatible. Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds. And you You aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan. Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen.
Probably all of it.
Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not.
Gotcha.
Now you're just trying to trick me?
To be fair, it is working. Alright, here we go.
I'd say, based on that log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well. Maybe you know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being
Gotcha.
compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear. He's one of the 15 from the year 2188. So, any theories? Who was he in the year 2188? Care to guess?
There's nothing more terrifying than seeing a small child with the dark expression.
Stop it.
No? Then allow me to clarify.
No, feel free, Renya. Go ahead.
That boy, Tsukasa Okino, is Professor Chihiro Morimura's son.
God damn.
But not her child by personal, conventional birth. The professor donated her egg cells as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control.
Oh.
No comment at this time?
So Tsukasa Okino was Morimura's child. But, like he said, donated
Their blood relation wasn't exactly obvious, until DNA testing on the clone revealed it. The professor was faced with the truth. He was her son, which naturally sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct. However, Okino himself didn't think highly of the professor. He had his disagreements with the project staff, too. When it seemed like her end was near, the professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Stop!
No. I don't think I am going to stop.
You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own. My logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
There we go. You just proved it. You really slipped up there. Where do you think you're going?
Indeed, the files I could access were somewhat limited. Mostly company logs. Meeting reports, call transcripts, bureaucratic chaff. Barely anything in the way of your personal records.
Then, how do you know what was in my logs?
It's simple, really.
Oh? Flashback. UFO made... Oh!
Should do it for preparations. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works.
Okay. Start authentication. Alright, let's do it!
Did it go through?
Did you change the... Oh, let's see. Put in the password. Whatever the fuck it is.
Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least.
Okay.
Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs.
Go to here. Oh! Fuyusaka!
Maybe if I check Miss Morimura's logs, I might find a clue why your biometric ID matches hers.
Using Fuyusaka.
It really is her ID.
There we go. Huh.
Iori Fuyusaka?
Mm-hmm.
Though unconscious, she proved very helpful. She is Chihiro Morimura, a compatible version. If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know who Iori Fuyusaka is.
Yeah.
Because that would mean you hid her here in Sector 4. The plan was for the two newborns to grow up with their own separate lives. Ida-san's idea, presumably. Chihiro Morimura was planned to be placed in 2104, and Tetsuya Ida in 2024, yet neither could be found.
I knew Renya Goto of Shikishima pretty well. You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder.
Okay, fair enough.
So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
Yeah.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts.
It'd be yeah.
Considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
Huh. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't even... Oh. I have to do a battle thing to... Up to Area 5? Holy shit, 95%. That is fucking ridiculous. Oh, wow, I am severely behind. You know what? Why the hell not? Hijiyama must be on the strike team.
The invasion ends here.
Clear without a sentinel being immobilized. That is fair.
I got this.
I could potentially do that if you wish. Let's see.
Let's
put
go.
Yuki Takamiya in. And
No problem.
Understood.
Yeah, why the hell not? Let's also have Keitaro in here. Let's go. Okay, so we got here sentry gun, yakisoba. Yakisoba-ban! Okay, Terra carriers will appear a lot. Okay, so hold on. Okay, EMP stunner. EMP stunner, okay. Okay, so I've already got a couple of EMP stunners in effect. Okay, good. Let's go. Okay, here we go.
Hijiyama-kun, I'm sorry I called you simple. You really are reliable. Always have been.
Okino? Where's this coming from?
I keep calculating and recalculating, and I always get the same result. I wish it was different, but you deserve to know. I measured the rate of incoming kaiju, and we can't win. There's 0 chance of surviving until tomorrow. A physical impossibility. We failed. It doesn't matter if we fight back. Our window is gone. It's over.
We'll still keep fighting,
If
though.
you don't want to tell the others, then I understand.
You understand nothing. Is that who you think I am? That I'll just give up simply because I'm told to? I'm not just fighting for my own survival. You know it's more than that.
Hijiyama-kun.
Alright, here we go. You know what? I have enough time to clear 2 maps.
Thanks. Not throwing away my shot.
Okay.
What's our plan?
Okay.
Clean him up.
Let's right off the bat start off with some of those.
Enemy on the move.
What to do? Need help.
Set 2 sentry guns over there.
Not throwing away my shot. What next? I'll make it work.
Okay. Move Hijiyama over here.
Number 12, moving out. Too slow. What's our plan?
Alright. EMP stun.
Don't
Go!
move. Take that! Damned machines. They're in my way. I'll try. Let's see.
Well, they won't be in your way for long, my friend.
Now it's a real fight. What next?
Boom!
They're like any other punks.
You're not alone, friend.
Class is in session.
So, what's my next move? I'll handle this. They felt that.
As long as I can keep this thing moving. Clean him up.
Keep the interceptors running.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur.
Unbelievable.
Here it comes.
Demolish your blade.
I'll find it. Is that it?
What to do?
Okay. Ooh, Guardian Avenger. I could try that thing out. Yeah. Okay. Wait.
I can help. I'll just deploy decoys.
Focus on
try.
that. Demolish your blade. Spread!
That's what you get.
Damn shield generator.
Enemy signals detected.
No fight I can't win. Clean him up.
Keep more interceptors running.
I guess life comes at you fast.
Fuck it.
I ought to be used to fights by now. You want this? Yeah!
Go ahead and do one of those.
Enemy on the move.
Yeah, I realize I got my timing wrong. Fuck off. I'm good.
Here we go. Did I get it?
This is all pretty freaky.
Go for it.
Was that okay? Score!
Double shot doing pretty good. Yeah, explosions!
Got him!
Here they come. Practice round's over.
Okay, where's the shield generators? Yeah, fuck it.
What do I do?
Oh, don't worry, you know exactly what to do. Just keep tearing shit up like you always do, my friend.
Here comes the pain. Got him. There it goes.
Almost.
Don't like me.
Situation.
Alright. Guardian Avenger right
Deploy
there.
decoys.
Keep the attention
Okay,
focused.
Let's do this. Clean him up.
Send up more of those to take care of the small fry.
More jump incoming.
Alright. Let's see.
Let's see.
I got 2 more of these left. Go ahead and do
The
that.
practice round's over.
Leap attack over here so that way we can get closer.
They're like any other punks.
They really are like any other punks.
Class is in session.
Whoa! The rush does so much more damage now. Holy shit! Fucking awesome, dude! Very nice. Okay, you know what? Main battery railgun on those.
They felt that. Was that okay?
Oh yeah, that's more than okay. Good job.
I'm in range. Not throwing away my shot.
Okay. Long range missiles over there.
Unbelievable. I'm acting
Good. Alright. Carrier down.
They ought to be used to fights by now.
Alright, let's go ahead and get you over.
Number 10 moving out.
As long as I can keep this thing moving. Clean them up.
Keep the interceptors running.
The practice round's over.
Alright, you are doing pretty good, so I'll move you in a similar
12,
place.
moving out.
This is all pretty freaky.
Wow, those guys got far. Those guys got knocked back far.
Here goes. Score! Was that okay? How was that?
Yeah, pretty good damage. Pretty good damage. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Need help.
Set up more of those so the damage will be
now?
oh so delightful.
Let's have you defend.
Stay calm. Remember your training.
Long range missiles.
Here we go. What
Did I get it?
No, defend.
Still not used to this thing.
Defend.
I'll stop
Let's
that.
get it.
Okay, those guys are getting a little bit closer. Now you can start firing off with.
Let's do this. Score! They felt that.
Holy shit! That 10k damage!
I'll take them down quick. Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
God damn, Tommy! Good job! Fuck yeah!
Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete. Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending tactical analysis.
What an onslaught. It's unbelievable that we've lasted even this long. Yes. Is Megumi Yakushiji-san alright?
I am, but why specifically me?
Oh yeah, good question.
I have to look out for you. And I never forgive myself if I couldn't repay your kindness.
Oh my
You're
god.
the Yakisoba angel.
What the hell?
Oh, I knew I recognized you. You're the Yakisoba Pan guy. Always wandering around school with one of them in your hand.
Takatoshi-san, is this really how they know you here?
Well, you see, to protect the homeland.
Bullshit.
Hell with it. Yakisoba is the food of the gods, and I'll never pretend otherwise.
Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome. That was pretty good.
Can't relax yet. The next battlefield awaits.
Alright. Booyah. Give me that bonus. What? 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 Pardon? What? Holy shit! Why did you... What? How did... Okay, I guess I'm not gonna battle. Fine. The overarching plan was altered so that Chihiro Morimura's host would undergo a memory override during the final process of Project Arc. Tetsuya Ida discovers this deviation, along with the fact that Izumi is the one who authorized the change. Upon testing the DNA of the 15 individuals for Project Arc, it became clear that Tsukasa Okino is Morimura's child. Though it wasn't through conventional birth, Morimura still feels a maternal connection to him. Goto secretly had feelings for Miss Morimura. However, after seeing a 2180 communications log between that heiress Ida and Goto, he suspects that Morimura's memories are overwritten by 426. In addition, Morimura's sudden change of behavior has raised his suspicions further. In order to view Miss Morimura's logs, Goto used Iori Fuyusaka, who was unconscious from the shock of seeing a Sentinel in the 2065 ruins. He brought her to the UFO mainframe and used her biometric ID. Upon realizing the distinct discrepancy between Miss Morimura's and Chihiro's memories, Goto considers the possibility that Chihiro isn't simply a clone of Morimura. After researching the logs at 2188's Morimura, he theorizes that Chihiro's true identity is instead Professor Chihiro Morimura from 2188. When the kaiju appear in 1985, she declares to the team that they can relax now that she's taken the field, and activates Sentinel number 21. The 2188 Professor Takamiya studies self-replicating probes. Upon testing the DNA of the 15 individuals for Project ARC, it becomes clear that he is Chihiro Morimura's child.
Oh. For the compatibility experiment, Morimura believed she had transplanted her own memories, previously saved in Sector 0, over to a clone, Chihiro. However, the memories that she transplanted from Sector 0 actually belonged to Professor Chihiro Morimura from 2188. Miss Morimura has been in love with Jiro Izumi since she was young. Holy shit, the fucking love. What the fucking hell, man? Back when their final line of defense failed one loop ago, Kisaragi and the others tried to shift before the world got reset. Unfortunately, due to an explosion, their data was damaged and couldn't be fully reconstructed, preventing them from making it to the next world. The clones of the 15 survivors in the colony are the compatible ones. Inside the probes are infrastructural storage cells called memory cubes, which allow the probe to compare itself to nearby probes, and use them as a template for repairs. If the probe can't be repaired, then it dies, as a biological organism would, and the others move on. The probes that departed Earth with the DNA data of the 15 individuals surveyed an extremely wide range, replicating themselves infinitely until they could find a new planet that humanity could inhabit. A second-generation Sentinel support equipment automatically targets kaiju and attacks them. It cannot move itself, but uses its four legs to plant itself firmly in position when placed. This increases its stability to the point that it can easily absorb the recoil from the triple railgun. An incident where Jiro Karabe accidentally summoned a Sentinel when he touched Keitaro Miura's forehead. Karabe unwittingly transmitted a mysterious giant robot onto his favorite video store in the shopping district. The news report on TV said that it was a gas leak that caused the explosion and damaged the surrounding buildings. At the dock in 1945, Tsukasa Okino added a feature to Sentinel number 19 that copies over the Sentinel Force activation code to whoever comes in contact with Keitaro Miura. This is the reason Karabe ended up summoning the Sentinel. The dream that Jiro Karabe told Iori Fuyusaka about in the science room. It's a dream about two rebels who travel back in time to bomb an interstellar development facility they believe to be the cause of an apocalypse. Karabe claims that the woman who appears in a leather jumpsuit looked just like Fuyusaka. It wasn't actually a fire, but someone trashed in the girl's bathroom. Ever since this incident, Natsuno stopped showing up at school. The destruction of the North Building girls' bathroom was the result of the battle between the Tomi Kisaragi android, who was after Minami, and Tamao Karabe's android. This is also when the entity inside of the Kisaragi android and the Tamao android switched places. A defensive battle that took place towards the center area of Ashitaba City in 2064. Jiro Karabe Izumi, Ryoko Shinonome, and A. Sekigahara were among the Sentinel pilot force during this battle. Number 15, piloted by Sekigahara, shut down the systems of all their Sentinels, causing the front line to collapse. Morimura prioritized the lives of the pilots and force transmitted all Sentinels. Tetsuya Ida stayed behind and fought using a remote-controlled Sentinel. The cause of this defeat was the DD-426 code that Shinonome put into Sekigahara's Sentinel.
One of the projects that Shikishima Industries ran, formerly designated Shikishima Interstellar Development Division Terraforming Project number 8834. Raido Kuzunoa! When Keitaro Miura says his friend Takatoshi Hijiyama was once a mess, he was referring to this particular look and attitude. In the latter half of the Meiji era, Western culture was considered more acceptable as haikara. The cultural adoption of Western fashions became popular. The term haikara was made popular by Meiji-era journalists, derived from the English high collar. To counter this movement, bankara was born out of a desire for a goodness within, something not determined by outward appearances. Bankara came from the twisting of haikara, and being bankara meant holding on to a crude outer appearance while seeking spiritual nobility, integrity, and greatness on the inside. I'm sorry, that's Raido Kuzunoa. You can't fucking tell me otherwise. That's him. That's a devil summoner right there. That's adorable. Sorry. Dogface. A 1980s slang term used to call someone ugly. Nenji threw this insult at Tomy. In the original Japanese, the word he uses is chinkusha, derived from chin, Japanese chin dog, and kushami, a sneeze. The Japanese chin dog's facial features are unusually close together, and the originator of this insult must have imagined that such a dog sneezing would be especially hard on the eyes. While Kisaragi failed to recognize this old-fashioned retort, it was clear that it wasn't a compliment. 3 Laws, written by famous author, well known for his science fiction piece from the 20th century, 2001, A Space Odyssey. 1. When a distinguished but elderly scientist states that something is impossible, he is almost certainly right. When he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. Right. Correct. Wait. Yes. 2. The only way of discovering the limits of the possible is to venture a little way past into the impossible. And any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. This, the yakisoba pan has been unlocked. A processed food that combines sweet and salty yakisoba with a slightly sweet hot dog bun. Hijiyama's favorite thing to eat, because he once let a yakisoba pan go to waste after a punk knocked it from his hands. He's decided the proper etiquette is to enjoy it somewhere alone so that no one can interfere. Megumi blessed Hijiyama with her yakisoba pan when she happened to pass by as he was about to collapse from hunger. This is the moment yakisoba pan became Hijiyama's favorite food, as well as the reason he started calling Yakushiji the yakisoba pan angel. Hijiyama claims that it's the most delicious food that this era has to offer. Hot dog! The hot dog, a popular dish that consists of a piping hot sausage placed in the middle of a slightly sweet bun, topped off with a sharp scent of mustard and bold chili sauce. Iori, Tomy, and Miyako enjoy this on their way home from school. Nikuman! A soft, steamy bun loaded with juicy meat. Iori, Tomy, and Miyako enjoy this on their way home from school. Tastes even better if you add a bit of mustard. I hate mustard, so no. I kind of want to try making Nikuman.
Valkyrie is a cancer that Nenji Ogata found for Tomy in the year 2025 ruins. No matter how tired you are, one sip of this engine would recharge you instantly.
Fruit Nectar Papa is a canned juice that Nenji found from Miyako in the 2025 ruins. A 30% fruit juice that uses a popular fruit called Papa, also known as the custard apple. Nani? A special TV series that shows shocking footage and all the latest info about UFOs. The entire series is presented documentary style. Although UFOs and aliens never actually end up appearing, the search for them is fascinating enough to carry the show. That is true. God, I remember back in the day oh god. I used to watch a lot of those old things back whenever I was a kid. A famous sci-fi novel released in 1898 by that one famous writer. Yeah, I wonder who that is. It's about Martians invading Earth using 3-legged weapons called tripods. A war between the Earthlings' world and the Martians' world ensues. Uniform that students of Sakura High School are required to wear. The boys' version has a stand-up collar, while the girls' is a sailor outfit with a big collar. Sakura High School is a comprehensive junior and senior high school, but all students wear the same uniform regardless of their grade level. Though school uniforms are mainly used to specify which school students belong to and heighten the student's sense of belonging, it's said that their historical and cultural significance is why they remain in use. A bag that students use when attending school. There are a few variants made out of natural leather, mainly cowhide or artificial leather. Inside Yuki Takamiya's flattened bag is a steel plate instead of textbooks. Nani? A vinyl bag specific to the school. The material isn't the best. It's uncomfortable when it sticks to your skin on sweaty summer days, and it's cold to the touch during the winter. Nenji Ogata's most treasured item when he was in elementary school. A grade-based educational magazine that was released in 1976. The free gifts attached to this were the multiplication train and the flexi-disc version of Terra Mecha Dynamos.
The League... Oh my... I'm sorry, I fucking love it. The League of Darkness, an evil organization that appeared in Common Hero Stranger, a TV show that Nenji Ogata was obsessed with in second grade. They focused on destroying human society and nature, with Chief Evil at the helm. They consist of the machine people, humans that were turned into cyborgs, and other nefarious forces of darkness. Oh my god. A business affiliate with Shikishima Conglomerate. The conglomerate has political ties and grew to its large size during the Meiji era. They started off their business mainly with shipbuilding, but afterward entered the air transportation sector. During the war, they focused on weapons production, and post-war, they became a world-famous machinery maker that makes everything from household electronics to rockets. Natsunomi Mami got... Oh, so that's what the scar looks like. Okay. Natsuno Minami got this when Tamao Karabe's android shot her in the face. It looks as if she's been stabbed by a needle. Minami doesn't remember anything about what happened before or after. The red marking almost looks like the number 17. Right as she was about to shoot Minami, Tamao's android said, "Those monsters, the ones that destroyed the city, they have a new commander and it's you. So starting now, I'll be the one giving you your orders." A gunshot wound from when she was shot by the syringe gun. It injected nanomachines that add a code to some of the Sentinels along with a code that expand their capabilities. Natsuno Minami's large notebook that starts off with, "What follows is an investigative record of important moments in space and time." Investigative Record 1. I have finally encountered my destiny. It's right from outer space. An actual extraterrestrial being. In summary, whoa. Aliens really do exist. Investigative Record number 2. These advanced life forms have managed to conquer time and space itself. Who could have dreamed that their technology could have such capability? An actual gateway to time travel right in Tokisaka Shrine. Investigative Record number 3. He says he's looking for a robot. It's called Sentinel number 17. Riding inside of it seems to enable him to fight against evil aliens. Similar to the glasses that Yuki Takamiya finds in the girls' bathroom in the North School building, the glasses that Tomi Kisaragi wears have a red frame made of plastic. They're originally developed for use in airplanes, and thus very light and flexible, so they won't break even if they get twisted. The lens has cut out 100% of ultraviolet rays and high-energy visible light. Takamiya thought that Kisaragi, who has the same exact glasses as the scrapped pair she found, might have something to do with Natsuno's disappearance. Large old house with a total floor space of 100... Holy crap! 60 square meters. Originally was just one story, but was built to add a second story. Juro uses the back room on the second floor. Megumi uses the middle room on the east side of the floor. And Miura uses the guest room closest to the entrance area of the first floor. Okay, so now I can kind of see how they were doing. Okay, I can see how they were doing this now. The Karabe residence layout was created by Miura in 2188, based off of the things Tamao heard from her grandfather, as well as the old films that were made.
Oh my god, I finally did it! Wait, did I? You've unsealed every mystery file. Your remaining mystery points will be converted to metachips. Cool. A rental agreement allowing Megumi to live at the Karabe house. In order for Yakushiji to receive the rental agreement from the owner, Tamao, she was presented with 2 terms. The first is to treat Juro as Karabe, and not tell him about anything about him in the future or about himself. The second is that if he starts calling himself Izumi, she must report it. So, my mystery points will be converted into metachips? Well, we'll worry about that later. That's a lot of metachips. Oh. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Holy! And honestly, I may as well just start saying this. I don't deserve your guys' support. But you guys are awesome anyway. And I just wanted to say thank you. So, when I say thank you for watching, I'm being sincere. Thank you. Just thank you. You guys are all awesome. See you all in the next video.